Ìlú Benin. Ìlú Benin yìí kan náà ni a túmọ̀ sí Ẹ̀dó. Ó wà ní ẹkùn gúúsù ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. Òun sì ní ìlú ńlá tó tóbi jù nípínlẹ̀ Ẹdó lásìkò yìí. Ìlú Benin yìí jẹ́ ìlú tó so àwọn ìlú ńláńlá mìíràn nípínlẹ̀ Delta àti Bayelsa papọ̀. Iṣẹ́ ọnà lóríṣiríṣi wọ́pọ̀ nílùú Benin. Ìdí nìyí tí a fi ń rí àwọn ìlẹ̀kẹ̀, ère gbígbẹ́ àti ọ̀pọ̀ iṣẹ́ ọnà fínfín nílùú náà. Àwọn Yorùbá gbàgbọ́ pé ọmọ Odùduwà ni àwọn èèyàn ìlú Benin àti wípé ìlú Ilé-Ifẹ̀ gan ni wọ́n ti ṣí lọ láti lọ tẹ̀dó síbi tí wọ́n wà di òní olónìí. Èyí sì ṣe é gbàgbọ́ dé àwọn àyè kan o nípa àwọn orúkọ oyè ọba wọn àti àwọn orúkọ mìíràn tó jọ ti ẹ̀yà Yorùbá. Kódà ẹ ó máa gbọ́ nínú oríkì wọn pé Ẹ̀dó ọmọ Àdó torí ogun rọ̀ wá sílé ayé, ọmọ Àdó kan jàǹtírọ́rọ́, ọmọ Àdó kan jàǹtírọ̀rọ̀. Ìlú Benin jẹ́ ìlú àṣà àti ìṣe, bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ààfin ọba wọn dé gbọ̀ngàn yàrá nǹkan ìṣẹ̀ǹbáyé àti ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn nǹkan inú àṣà míì. Láìpẹ́ yìí níjọba orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà nípasẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ tó wà fọ́rọ̀ àṣà àti ìṣe gba díẹ̀ lára àwọn iṣẹ́ ọnà ìṣẹ̀ǹbáyé tó jẹ́ ti ìlú Benin àmọ́ tí àwọn òyìnbó ti gbé lọ padà wá sílé. Ọ̀pọ̀ iléeṣẹ́ ńláńlá, ọ̀pọ̀ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga, àwọn ibùdó ìgbafẹ́ àtàwọn ọ̀kan-ò-jọ̀kan ibùdó ìgbàlódé míì ló wà nílùú Benin. Ó jẹ́ ìlú kan gbòógì tí ò ṣeé fọwọ́rọ́ sẹ́yìn, pàápàá lẹ́kùn gúúsù ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. Ìlú Benin, ìlú Ẹ̀dó.
According to the words of Michael Forbes, one who never asks questions either knows everything or nothing. Watch me as I ask the questions you think no one wants to answer. Even questions it appears no one has got the guts to ask. My name is Femi Adefila and I've got the gun. Let's ask the pertinent questions and watch as we get answers.
Sports is a culture on its own. It has its own language, its own people, with their own way of life. The world of sports is never void of actions, stories, dramas, and scandals. I guess you need a sports show that can walk the walk and talk the talk.
On this show, we answer all your sporting questions. The whens, the whys, the wheres, and even the what ifs. Sports Spring is that show that will give you that new lease of life you've been looking for in sport journalism. Join me, Joseph ATEWE,
And your sports Amazon, Nengi Ernest.
on this station, Western Spring Television, channel 190, only on Star Times.
Let's talk sports. Let's speak the most universal language of the world.
Sadly, in Nigeria, we have less than 50 lions left in the wild. And even these are at risk from snares set for illegal bushmeat. So please, do your bit to protect our remaining wildlife. Say no to illegal bushmeat because poaching steals from us all.
What's cute, harmless, and depends on its mother for food and protection? Well, me of course, but also a shy little creature called the pangolin. Hundreds of thousands of pangolins are hunted and killed every year just for their meat and scales. If we continue this way, the pangolins will soon disappear. We can't allow this to happen. Tell your families and friends to say no to illegal bushmeat from pangolins and other protected animals. Keep them wild, keep us safe.
Turn it up! It's the Wild Wild West. And Western Spring Television is pulling out all the stops to make sure that you don't miss out on every of the fun and happenings around you. Yup, we've got you covered because your girls got all the juiciest tidbits and entertainment news from around the world. Cross over to the chocolatey side of entertainment. Join me, Chocolate Cassie, on Eccentric as we take you into every bit of the juiciest news, fashion, music, movie updates, and other trending conversations. Together on the show, we'll get personal with your favorite celebrities via phone call, Zoom, or even live here in the studio. Eccentric will be showing on your TV screen on Western Spring Television, channel 190, only on StarTimes.
For Zimbabweans, the pangolin is more than an animal, it is part of our culture. They are fiercely protected by our people and, if found, are handed to our chiefs for release. Wildlife is our heritage and can be our future. Remember, poaching steals from us all.
Western Spring Television, ours it is.
All right, good morning and welcome to the show Sports Spring on Western Spring Television, where we give you stories making headlines in the ever-busy world of sport. My name is Joseph ATEWE, and of course today on the show we'll give you stories from the local scene. We'll also talk about the UEFA Champions League, a big upset for Barcelona. Newcastle's dream of qualifying might be over. Talking about might, they were beaten at the Signal Iduna Park by Borussia Dortmund. And on the show this morning, we'll also be traveling to Lagos to speak to ATEWE Ajidagba, will be joining us live. We should be having Seun very soon on the line. But then don't forget, we'll start with the Super Eagles. The camp will be opening on Sunday. And Jose Peseiro, I believe this, the caliber of players he has at his disposal right now can make it to the World Cup. The World Cup qualifiers kick-starts very soon because all clubs will soon be on a break. And this is a part of the things we'll be talking about. And Wilfred Ndidi is also wanted by Crystal Palace and Tottenham, where looking at the possibility of Wilfred moving to any of these clubs in January. But let's travel to Lagos and speak to Seun Ajidagba. As I said, okay, we're still trying to connect to Seun Ajidagba. But don't forget, as I said, the Super Eagles camp will open on a Sunday. And Jose Peseiro has been talking tough. And we hear some players might be arriving as early as Friday, talking about some of the home-based players they invited. But then the foreign ones are expected to start entering camp from Monday or Tuesday as the camp will open on a Sunday. And some of the players that might be missing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, we talked about this a week ago, and that is Wilfred Ndidi, who is injured. We have Seun Ajidagba joining us live from Lagos. Good morning, Seun.
Yeah, good morning, Joseph. It's a pleasure joining you once again on the show.
And thank you for...
Back to back, it's a hit.
Okay, it's a hit here, of course. And thank you for joining me once again. So let's start with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Camp opens on a Sunday. It's no news, but Jose Peseiro said something. He said the caliber of players he has at his disposal can, qualify for the World Cup
and even surpass what Morocco did at the last World Cup. That's last December. But we also know that we have a couple of games to play next week when the international break starts. Your thought quickly about that statement by Percio.
While I like people to be ambitious, I also believe so much in one of the best songs I love to listen to by Jimmy Rando, One Day at a Time, Sweet Jesus. You cannot tell me now that you want to surpass the record of Morocco. Morocco achieved that record by virtue of proper planning. In life, you crawl, you sidestep, and you walk. No child will leave primary school and say the place I'm going to next is university. Let's first qualify for the World Cup before you start talking about you are going to surpass Morocco's record. For me, that's an inordinate ambition. Do the first thing to qualify for the World Cup. We missed the last World Cup, and we don't want to miss this one again. First, qualify us for the World Cup. When you get to the World Cup, and we know the group we are pitted in, you will not take it one game at a time. Not for you to start saying that we can surpass Morocco's record. Please, Pesero, qualify us first.
And you know, it's still hot that Nigeria failed to qualify for the last World Cup, which we did talk about yesterday, that might affect, Victor Osimhen winning the African Player of the Year because we failed to qualify for the World Cup. But this time around, do you think that we've got the squad, looking at the new format for the next World Cup?
In life, I've always said that the midfield is very central to whatever you want to achieve because we have plethora of strikers. And I've always told you, Joseph, that football is like a topic I love in economics, demand and supply. The strikers usually demand, the midfielder to supply. That midfield is a worry for me. Who are those midfielders that will supply the attackers? We have lots of attackers. Victor Boniface, Gistoban, Taiwo Awoniyi, Sadiq Umar, our brother Victor Osimhen, a lot, Peter Olayinka, you can continue to mention them. But that midfield, that defense, and that goalkeeping position gives me worry. I said it to you yesterday that we have comedians as goalkeepers. Look at Francis Uzor. You cannot rely on Francis Uzor to be a goalkeeper that would assure you in goal. Look at Instagram goalkeeper, Maduka Okoye. He cannot give you any confidence in goal. In our defense, Calvin Bassey seems to be off the pace. William Trustekong, Shemilore Ajayi, and all of them. Even in the left back and the right back, you talk about Jaidu Sanusi, Olaino, and all of that. But you cannot beat your chest to say you have an assured defense. Now in our midfield, who are those guys you want to link towards? Frank Onyeka, Wilfred Ndidi. We have not gotten that ATEWE, that creativity that is required is a big problem. Maybe as time goes on, maybe they can get into the competition and do not well. But from where I am seated, I am not so confident about this. But only attack don't make a team. Okay, but
Sean, the names you mentioned for the midfield, these are guys that are still playing top-notch football. You mentioned Alex Iwobi, Wilfred Ndidi. You mentioned Frank Onyeka. These are guys still playing active football. And one would wonder, if you were the coach, what would you be doing?
My challenge with the Super Eagles is most of the things they do for their clubs, they find it difficult to replicate at the national team level. Even look at our wingers. Moody Simon, lopsided performance. Samuel Chukwueze, lopsided performances. So these are some of the inherent problems that we might be facing. And we use inverted wingers who would like to cut in and do all those things and not cross to the strikers and give them the required supply. So that's the problem I have.
Okay. But Shehu, let's move away from the Super Eagles. We know camp will open on Sunday. Let's talk about CAF. Now, the executive committee of the African Soccer Governing Body headed by Patrice Motsepe are already considering opening up the Championship of African Nations. And they are saying that CAF is set to make CHAN open to African players in the tournament. And of course, you know what the competition stands for.
They are just trying to bring modernization and trying to expand the competition and make it more glamorous and beautiful. We know that CHAN before was for players who are domiciled in their country, which meant that if you are going to be playing for Nigeria in CHAN, you have to be plying your trade in the Nigerian Premier Football League. If you are a Nigerian player and you are even playing in the Benin Republic, or playing in Sudan, or playing in Chad, or playing in Morocco, you cannot play in Chad before. So we found out that the whole essence of that competition, they are not getting the value, they are not getting the vibe. That's why they want to make it expanded. To say, even if you are a Nigerian and you are playing in Morocco, you are playing in Sudan, you are playing in DR Congo or South Africa, you can still play the chance competition.
But does it make sense that way? Does it make sense that way?
He said what?
Does it make sense the way CAF is trying to rearrange the CHAN competition?
Yeah, maybe they are not getting the value that they want. Patrice Motsepe, the CAF president, said he wants to make this competition more glamorous, that he's not giving them that glamour and that ability to market this competition for sponsors to invest heavily. Look at the African Super League. Just play 4 matches or 5 matches and you'll be getting $4 million. You saw Enyimba take part. Even when we had an embarrassing performance, they still got $1 million for playing just 2 matches. Which game will give you $1 million for 2 matches? And the winner of the competition between Wydad Casablanca or Mamelodi Sundowns will be getting $4 million, apart from the other money that they have gotten. So what I feel is that they want to market this thing and make it more glamorous. So that's what they are trying to do. And I don't think I have a problem with that. Unfortunately, the next African Cup of Nations for home-based players that will happen in Kenya, Nigeria will not be there.
Which is really sad, Shehu. Before we let you go, Shehu, let's talk about Wilfred Ndidi. We spoke about him some minutes ago, and there are multiple reports here that he's wanted by Crystal Palace and Tottenham.
Tottenham, no, because they have too many midfielders. Prey Holberg, Papisa, Bissouma, James Madison.
There are a whole lot of them.
I want to say in his own position, but Bissouma is playing well. Papisa is playing well. Even Prey Holberg is not getting game time by virtue of the performances those people are churning out. And I don't want Wilfred Ndidi to leave his Leicester City where he's playing week in, week out, if he doesn't have an injury, to go and sit on the bench all in the name of his playing for Tottenham Hotspur. I think he can get a game time at Crystal Palace. You know, I've always told you, Joseph, it's better to be a powerful sergeant than to be a worthless general. So where you are, that you are holding your own, I think remain there. Tottenham are playing very, very well under Ange Postecoglou, but the problem is we will get game time in that crowded midfield of Tottenham Hotspur. So if you're going to go to a place, I think Crystal Palace looks more like it.
But some are even saying that Wilfred Ndidi and Leicester City are doing well this season. They are top of the championship. They also made a record in the championship. No team has amassed the amount of points they've gotten and failed to win the league and even qualify to the Premier League. They say it's a journey they started together. Why not get promotion with Leicester City back to the league if possible?
I don't have a problem with that. It's on the table of Wilfred Ndidi to decide. Like I said, he has the ball, he has the racket, so he can decide to either serve an ace or serve in such a way that his opponents will pick it. But truth be told, they just suffered their first loss last weekend. They have been doing excellently well. And if they continue in this stead under Enzo Maresca, their coach, I don't see anything stopping Leicester City from gaining automatic promotion back to the English Premier League.
Okay. So just before we let you go here, let's talk about one of your stronghold, and that is cricket. We know that Uyi Akpata is saying that following the recent rise of Nigeria in the cricket, the Yellow Greens are going places. What's your thought about the Yellow Greens cricket right now in Nigeria? Better than it was before?
Amazing achievement. Nigeria are now 38th in the world and 7th in Africa as far as T20 is concerned. And we got this lead after hosting the West Africa Trophy that happened from the 4th to the 15th of October 2023 at the Tafa Balewa Skedover, where we had 4 countries in attendance, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Ghana, and of course from East Africa, Rwanda. And Nigeria went unscathed, played round-robin games against all these countries 3 times, never lost, including the final against Rwanda. And that ensured that Nigeria got this leap that we are experiencing. And the president, Mr. Uyi Akpata, has said he wants to do everything in ensuring that Nigeria is among the top-ranked countries in Africa. This same vision is shared by the coach of the national team of Nigeria and the high-performance manager, Steve Ogonji Tikolo from Kenya, the one they call Gonzi Guns. He is so vastly experienced that he got to the semi-final of a cricket World Cup back in 2003 when Kenya, South Africa, and Zimbabwe co-hosted. They were knocked out by India in the semi-final. And I think Nigeria is on the right track. Don't forget that we used to have a former manager, a high-performance manager and former coach who was also a World Cup winner with Sri Lanka in 1996, Deshabandu Asanka Pradiguru. Before he suffered,
so can you come again? Can you? Shehu, come again. The name. I'm trying to get the name so I can get the name.
Oh, the former coach of Nigeria.
Yeah, the Sheikh. What do you call him now?
Deshabandu Asanka Pradiguru.
Interesting. Please go on.
So what we are doing now is progression. All other things being equal, Nigeria will be taking part in the final qualifier for Africa Division 1 in Windhoek, Namibia, from the 19th of November to the 1st of December. 7 countries are going to be in attendance in Namibia, who are the host countries. So we have Namibia, we have Uganda, we have Kenya, we have Tanzania, Rwanda, Nigeria, and Uganda. Only 2 countries will qualify for the T20 World Cup that will be hosted by West Indies and United States of America in June to July 2024. So I'm sure that with this performance that we had here in Nigeria, the boys are going to be embarking on a training tour before they connect Namibia. And with the caliber of players that we have, Joseph, I have no doubt that Nigeria will go there and strut her stuff. Definitely. When you have players like Captain Sylvester Okwe, Isaac Okwe, Ademola Odikoyi, Ashim Shrestha, Suleiman Rushewe, Peter Ahu, who is a Guinness World Record holder. He achieved this feat on the 24th of September 2021, where he had 6 wickets for 5 runs in 3.4 overs and 1 maiden. And that record, ICC said, is better than that of Deepak Shah of India and Dinesh Nakrani of Uganda. So we have quality players in our squad. Prosper Hussaini also, Akere Ichesele. You know, fantastic players that can hold their own any day, anytime. But I know that competition will not come any easy, because when you have tough countries like Zimbabwe, like Namibia, like Uganda, like Kenya, like Tanzania, like Rwanda, it's not going to come any easy. Our female national team are also in Benin City, where they are also training for their own World Cup qualifier that will be coming up in Uganda in December. So everything is put in place in ensuring that Nigeria, continues to go on the upward trajectory. All right,
so of course, an extensive analysis in the world of cricket. Shehu, I can't thank you less. Hopefully we do this tomorrow or Friday, God willing.
You should know that any day, anytime, Joseph ATEWE, your questions are always very tricky, but you will find a way to answer them. But I always love to attend to you any day, anytime, because back in Oshogo, I love my people and I love what you guys are doing. And it's my prayer that Almighty God will continue to bless you people beyond human comprehension. Definitely. Thank you, Shehu, for the prayers. Shehu, thank you once again for your time and have a blessed day. Same here. I wish you all the best. To all the production team, because it's all about you, Joseph ATEWE. Yeah, of course. I celebrate all of you. Yeah, they're listening. They're listening right now. Thank you once again, Shehu. And we'll be speaking later after the show. Well, that was Shehu Achidagba, an award-winning journalist who joined us live from Lagos. We need to go to break and give you highlights from the matches played in the UEFA Champions League. When we come back, proper analysis. Plus, can Arsenal get one better than Sevilla? With Sergio Ramos talking tough as he's going to play for Sevilla tonight. We'll be back.